Welcome to our channel. Let's dive into another exciting video. Today, we're going to create a mesmerizing pattern using a unique technique that we hope will spark your creativity and inspire you to design your own patterns. As always, we'll start with the crucial step of mixing the resin with the hardener. This is the foundation of any resin project, so it's essential to get it right. We'll spend a total of 3 minutes on this process, pouring the resin from one bucket to another 3 times, dedicating about 1 minute to each transfer. Remember, it's vital to keep stirring continuously as you pour back and forth. This ensures that the resin and hardener are thoroughly combined, which is key to achieving a proper cure and the desired finish. Here's a pro tip. For this particular pattern, we're going to use a smaller amount of resin to start with. Don't worry if this seems counterintuitive. We'll be adding more later on. This technique allows us to build up layers and create depth in our pattern. Once our resin is perfectly mixed, it's time to pour it onto the board. Use a spreading tool to distribute it evenly across the entire surface. Don't leave any spots uncovered, even if some areas look a bit thin at this stage. You might notice that the panel appears to be lacking resin, with some areas seeming a little bare. Don't let this concern you. It's all part of the process, and we'll be adding plenty more resin soon. Now comes one of the most crucial steps in resin work, using the torch. This step serves multiple purposes. First, it warms up the resin, making it more fluid and helping it to self-level more quickly. Second, and perhaps most importantly, it pops any bubbles that have formed on the surface. These bubbles, if left unchecked, can mar the finish of your piece, so it's essential to eliminate them. Remember, the key is to move the torch smoothly and evenly across the surface, not lingering too long in any one spot to avoid overheating the resin. Next, we're going to introduce some color into our piece. We'll pour resin into squirt bottles, using 2 different colors or shades. This is where the magic really starts to happen. We'll begin creating lines by moving back and forth from side to side across the board. Don't worry about making these lines perfectly straight. In fact, we want them to be a little uneven and asymmetrical. This irregularity is going to contribute to the unique, organic look of our final pattern. You'll see 2 of our team members moving continuously back and forth, creating these lines without stopping. This constant motion is crucial because resin starts to set up pretty quickly, and we need to work fast to manipulate it while it's still fluid. We'll keep repeating this line-making process until we have a multitude of lines covering the entire board. Then, for good measure and to ensure even coverage, we'll switch sides and go over it again. As you watch our team in action, pay close attention to their technique. This will give you a better understanding of the rhythm and flow needed to achieve this effect. It might take some practice to get it just right, but don't get discouraged. Even professionals had to start somewhere. As time passes, you'll notice the resin starting to flatten out, with the lines beginning to blend together. This creates an intriguing effect, but we're not done yet. This is just an intermediate stage in our pattern creation process. Now comes a crucial waiting period. We'll let the resin harden up a bit, reaching what we call a soft gel stage. This is where timing becomes critical. If we wait too long, the resin will be too set to manipulate further. If we move too soon, our next steps won't have the desired effect. It's a bit like baking a cake. You need to get the timing just right. The pattern we're working on today is called ABUR04ASZ02. For those of you who are new to our channel, let me explain our naming convention. We use these names and codes to identify each pattern and color when interior designers place orders with us. It's a system we've developed over the years to keep everything organized and ensure our clients get exactly what they're looking for. Once we've reached that perfect consistency, we'll bring out our secret weapon, the cat hair removal tool. Now, I know what you're thinking, a cat hair removal tool? For resin art. Trust me, this unconventional tool is perfect for what we're about to do. We'll use this tool to make strokes from side to side across our pattern. The goal here is to blend those lines together even more, creating a softer, more unified appearance. As we work, you'll start to see the pattern transform, taking on a look that resembles wood grain. In some areas, if we're lucky, we might even achieve an effect that looks like burl wood, those beautiful, swirling patterns you see in high-end furniture. We'll keep repeating this stroking process until we're satisfied with the look. Remember, the more times we go over the pattern, the softer and more blended it will become. This is where your artistic eye comes into play. You'll need to decide when the pattern has reached just the right level of blending. For this particular pattern, color matching is absolutely crucial. We're aiming to mimic a specific natural material, so getting the colors just right is key to achieving a realistic look. This is where our experience really comes into play over the years. We've developed a keen eye for color and how different shades interact with each other in resin. And there you have it, another beautiful, unique resin pattern ready to enhance furniture, walls, or whatever your imagination can dream up. This technique we've shown you today is incredibly versatile. Once you've mastered the basics, you can experiment with different color combinations, vary the thickness and direction of your lines, or even incorporate other elements like metallic powders or glitter for added visual interest. Remember, the key to success in resin art is practice, patience, and a willingness to experiment. Don't be afraid to try new things. Some of our most popular patterns were discovered through happy accidents and bold experimentation. Let's talk a bit about safety. Always work in a well-ventilated area when using resin. Wear appropriate protective gear like gloves and a mask, and follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Safety should always be your top priority. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue bringing you new and exciting resin art techniques. And hey, if you create something using this method, we'd love to see it. Share your creations with us in the comments or on social media. Once we're happy with our pattern and color, we'll do one final step to ensure a flawless finish. We'll spray the surface with a special solution that helps eliminate any remaining bubbles. At this stage, we won't use the torch again. Applying heat now could potentially disrupt the intricate pattern we've just created, and we certainly don't want that after all our hard work. We hope this video has inspired you to try out this technique for yourself. Whether you're creating a statement piece for your home, working on a commission for a client, or just enjoying the creative process, we're confident you'll love the results you can achieve with this method. Thank you for joining us on this resin art journey. Until next time, keep creating, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep having fun with resin art. 퍼지는 멜로디 고요한 거리에 흐르는 시간 맘속에 남는 기억 우리만의 순간